Welcome to the Go Gettas podcast we haven't going to say today we're doing anyway. I am Colby.
And I'm a snail who's unsure where he's going, but he'll get there. You can call me Fee.
Oh, man. We moved up here, and slugs up here get real big. Yeah, it's weird. Like, in our backyard, we had this, like, leopard slug that's, like, bigger than my thumb, and I was like, ugh, I don't like this.
I have never seen a slug in person. I know they're different than snails, but I've never seen one, so...
Yeah, a slug is like a snail, but without a shell, and a little less slimy. Not much, but a little.
It's just a what's it called? It's a sentient wiener with antennas. Covered in slime. That slime is, we leave that up to your imagination.
This is welcome to Fee's slug fanfic.
I've been delving into fanfic. Last time we recorded, I had a fanfic about Kolb. He loved it.
It was great. We put it out on Wattpad. Fee's got a Patreon now.
You can you can find me under Fuckberg because that's what you'll be doing.
That's a good name.
That's what you'll be doing once you read the fanfic. So.
It's true. Yeah. Listen, Fee, we took a week off. In that time, I have to tell you about some medical experiences that I had.
Oof, tell me.
I could also get into Ashfest, which was fun. Listen, I've had a problem with my wrist for about a year now, but I've had a problem with my knee for about 2 or 3 months. How did I injure my knee? Great question.
By getting on them.
Yep. No, I was... even more boringly, I was running up the stairs, and that's it.
Did you?
Running up the stairs while old. That's it.
So that was your problem. You ran up the stairs. You didn't do the leg arm crawl thing. Okay,
here's the thing. I was like halfway between that. I was skipping steps, and then my foot, like the front. I usually land on the stairs with the front half of my foot. This time I landed with like the front quarter of my foot, and I was about to fall back down the stairs backward, but instead I just muscled through and got up the stairs. And when I did that, I was like, oh God, ow, that did something to my knee. And then my knee hurt for a few months. It didn't help that I like went on vacation to go to Olympic National Park and did some hiking. And while I was out there, my knee just got worse, like it does.
Yeah.
So I came back, I go to the doctor, and he's like, oh, does it hurt when I do this? And I'm like, well, it feels mostly better at this point, but there's like a lot of clicks and pops and like, I'm just making sure that like, I didn't do anything really bad. Then he was like, well, if you did something really bad, it's like mostly healed at this point. Not correctly or anything, but it's mostly healed. I can't do anything about that anymore. You came in too late. So yeah, next time this happens, like come in when it hurts, and then we'll talk about it. And also, yeah, just if it keeps clicking and popping and whatever, then or it starts hurting again, come on back and maybe we'll put you in surgery. And I was like,
keep talking. I dropped my Pez dispenser. Hold on.
Oh my God, your Pez dispenser? Yeah, you need that to podcast. It's true. Everybody stop listening. Fee has dropped the Pez dispenser. It's like dropping the conch shell, okay? He can't talk anymore.
It's not that. I just don't want my dog to get it.
Does your dog just eat plastic, or are you afraid that the dog is going to eat the Pez?
Well, he doesn't eat the plastic. He doesn't eat it. He just chews it. And I don't want my Pez dispenser to get chewed on.
Damn, Fee. Fee's got so many problems.
I like that Pez dispenser. There's no Pez in it, but I like it.
It's my favorite Pez dispenser.
It has a taco on the top of it. It's cool.
If you said I have a really cool Pez dispenser and you asked me to try to describe it, it would take me a million years to get to there's a taco on top of it.
Why not? I'm brown.
Yeah, but like when you say like, oh yeah, this is a cool Pez dispenser, I'm like Batman, Goku. We talking fucking
Nah,
Matrix?
Those some basic bitch Pez dispensers.
Gun
would be cool. Chainsaw man.
Chainsaw Man. Oh, that's great.
That would be great. That's like triple S tier.
Yeah, but listen, so while I'm there, I'm like, hey, I went to a wrist doctor about my wrist, and it's starting to hurt again. Should I go back? And he was like, yeah, yeah, you should go back. And especially after just being told, hey, you waited too long and now I can't fix you. I was like, all right, I'll make the appointment now. I get into my, like, I have my appointment and I get done with like the work that I'm supposed to do for the day. And I'm like, okay, I have 30 minutes to get from here to the hand place 15 minutes away, but it's right across the street from Costco. So I can, I'm going to go there and pick up my prescription, and then I'll hit up the hand place. And while I was driving, I was like, oh, I haven't had lunch yet either. Yeah, I'll pick up food. So I go by McDonald's. I grab 2 double cheeseburgers, medium fry.
That's right. I remember this day.
Yeah, I grab 2 double cheeseburgers, medium fry, medium Diet Coke Zero. I get to Costco. It's a little bit longer than I anticipated. I'm like panicking at this point. I now have my prescription. I get back in the car. At this point, I've eaten all my fries. Between McDonald's and Costco, I ate all of my fries. So I just got these 2 double cheeseburgers sitting there. And I have, my appointment begins in 2 minutes, but it's going to take me 3 minutes to drive there.
Oof.
So I'm like, okay.
3 minutes to drive there, like 5 minutes to park, another 5 to go in.
I know that I'm late. And I'm like, I got to get there. So I'm going. And I also know that I have these cheeseburgers to eat. Because in my brain, I'm like, if I leave them in the car, I don't know that they're going to be good in an hour. Like, if I got food poisoning from that, if I got food poisoning in the next 2 days, it's got to be from that, right? So,
if I got food poisoning from now until the end of the year, it'd be that.
Yeah, it's for sure that. Those old burgies just sitting in my tummy waiting to get digested.
You just leave them in the sun keeps them warm, and then you come out and they're like warm burgers.
There's something different. I don't know what happens. It's like, you know how if you like get a glass of water, and then you like go to sleep and you leave it on your like bedside table, and then you wake up the next day, you go about your day, you go back to bed, and then you see that glass of water, you're like, oh, I'm thirsty. But you grab it, and for a second, you're like, that's going to taste... the water's old now. I don't know what's different about it, but it's old and stale, and it's going to taste weird, and I don't like it. It's that.
I still drink it, though.
Yeah, but I had an option. My option was... if I can eat 2 double cheeseburgers in 3 minutes, I won't be late.
Here's what you do. You unwrap both of them. You stack them on top of each other. You just eat it.
Honestly, if I had the confidence and the hands to be able to do that, I might have. But I had to drive at the same time. So I'm like one-handed, grab the burger, put it in my lap, unwrap it, and then just start going for it.
So the double cheeseburgers are pretty small.
Yeah.
You could finish one in 3 bites.
If
you took big bites.
Yeah, I was on a pace of about 4 to 5 bites per, because I was trying to take big bites. But like by the time I got to my doctor's office, I had finished one and started the next. So I was motoring. When I parked, I'd taken one bite of the next one.
Okay.
I'd taken one bite of the next one. And then I was like, I need to drink my Coke, because I could feel like I'm about to get hiccups, and I can't have hiccups during this appointment because it's going to be distracting. I'm going to be pissed off about it. So I'm like, okay, I got to take a break. I got to drink some water. I got to breathe a little bit, and then I got to keep eating. Meanwhile, I'm like looking at the clock, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm late to check in. Oh fuck. So all of this happened. I finish eating the burger. I walk into the doctor's office. At this point, I am about 3 minutes late for my appointment check-in.
full of burger.
I'm fucking miserable. Like my throat is still putting food in my stomach, and my stomach is like, I wasn't ready for this.
Stop down here, just look at my fucking wrist.
God damn you! Why do you keep doing this to me? And I'm like, shut up down there. I have things to do.
Just looking in the mirror, just, you son of a bitch! Just
my brain's like, don't you fucking have any opinions, stomach. You don't do shit. You don't do shit down there.
Why didn't you just wait until after the appointment?
I couldn't. They'd just be in the car.
No, I mean, pick up food after the appointment.
I legitimately thought I had enough time. If, like, when I got to Costco, I'm like walking up to the I mean, because this is in the middle of the afternoon. I'm like, nobody goes to fucking Costco at 1 p.m. on a Wednesday. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to walk up to the prescription plate. I'll grab it. I walk up there. As I'm walking up, I can see that I can see that two groups of people are in the aisle. One is close to the pharmacy, and I'm like, okay. The other one is hard to get around. They're walking a little bit slow, so I like have to be behind them, and I'm like, it's fine. I notice the person up front is now waiting, so I'm like, okay, they're for the pharmacy, that's fine. I'm trying to like wait for the people in front of me to move. They were for the pharmacy too. So I was like, fuck, now I've got to wait for two people to get done with their prescription. And so instead of it taking, in and out in like 8 minutes, I was in and out in like 15 minutes. And that was enough to kill it. Because like, I can eat 2 double cheeseburgers in 10 minutes. That ain't no thing. But like, to do it in 5 is a challenge. And it's not one that I should have done.
Well, Colby, I mean, you powered through it. You powered through it, Colb, and you made it.
I did.
You felt awful afterward, but you did it.
I did, and you know what? There's an accomplishment that comes with that. It feels good. I get up there. I'm like, okay, I'm late. I'm like, yeah, here's my name. They're like, oh yeah, you're seeing this hand doctor at 1:40. And I'm like,
are you?
It's 1:30. Like 1:34 at this point, 1:35 almost. And I'm like, what? Yeah, that's me. Yeah. And they're like, okay, great, just go wait in the waiting room. And I'm like, okay. So I go and I sit down in the waiting room, and I'm like, 1:40. I looked, my calendar invite was for 1:30, so I'm like, I put it in. I check the email, and it's like, oh yeah, your appointment was at 1:40. So I just fucking was too lazy to put it at 1:40 and was like, yeah, I'll just put it at 1:30. I won't worry about it. Meanwhile, completely forgot about that and was like, oh no, I've got to fucking Joey Chestnut my way out of the situation. I'm going to be late. Oh.
You're just fucking in your car, just stuffing your fucking. Oh, I'm gonna be so fucking late,
dude. I'm in the parking lot. I'm already late, and I'm just like, I can't get the hiccups either.
Oh fuck, that's so good. That's great. I love that.
I think the worst part is that I go to the hand doctor. He's like looking, and he's like, I can't tell that anything's wrong, and it's weird that it only hurts when you do that. The thing is, I don't really know what's going on. We already like did an MRI on your wrist. I'm going to send you to go do another MRI on your wrist. And if it comes back that I can't see anything, I don't know what to do. And I was like, that's the best thing a doctor can say to you is like, hey man, something's wrong with you. And I'm out of ideas. What do you think's wrong with you?
That's what the doctor told me when I had that flesh-eating bacteria on the back of my legs. They're like, we don't know what that is. We don't know what it is. We're gonna fucking fill you full of fucking vitamins and like immune pills and shit. Like they were like filling me full of painkillers and like just pills to see if they could boost my immune system. Mm-hmm. And I was in the hospital for a week, so
they're just like, yeah, I don't know. It's like there's tiny spiders that live on you and we can't see them or anything. I don't know.
I really don't know what it was, but I think it was necrosis.
Mm-hmm.
The medical term for the death of body tissue, which can occur in organs, skin, and bones. And I'm looking at the pictures, and yeah, that's what it was, necrosis.
Man.
Very
Yeah.
gross.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, I caught it in time, because if you don't catch it in time, it could turn into... It could be a lot worse, so...
Yeah. Yeah, it's not good. Not a
it
thing you
wasn't.
want.
I did not want it, but I did have it. I do have it. Or did. Now I got these gross brown, or I guess darker brown spots on the back of my leg. They're never going away.
I'm looking at this, and it says that the lack of blood flow to your tissues or extreme environmental conditions. So I mean, this must have happened when you went to Antarctica. There's no other.
It happened. It happened when I went to Louisiana.
Oh, that would do it. Oh, that place is who knows what you caught in Louisiana? Louisiana fucking nasty, dude.
Yeah, well, it was on both of my legs, so
yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. I mean, you can't walk 20 feet in Louisiana without falling into a swamp. It's crazy.
That was my job up there. I was just I was a guard in front of a swamp, knee deep in swamp.
You're just making sure nobody bothers Shrek.
Yeah, he hired me. He was just like, keep these people out of my swamp. I can't do a Shrek. Can't do a Shrek voice.
You're like, yeah, I could do that. What is all this stuff we've got to step in? Oh, don't worry about it. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. I'm gonna fuck my wife.
Why is it that every character you do an impression of has to do something with their dick at the end? I don't understand.
Because, like, this happened after Shrek 2. He didn't have kids yet. He was making them.
He was getting on it, you know?
You know, he was working it. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, let me tell you, there's nothing worse than hearing a doctor say, I don't know what's wrong with you, and then being unable to do anything else. So, like, I'm looking forward to going and getting this new MRI and then going into his office and him just, like, shaking his head and being like, I don't know, bud.
Doesn't look good, sir. I don't know.
You've got wristitis.
You got wristitis? We're gonna have to take the wrist. I'm sorry, sir.
God.
What if they did take a wrist? Would you replace it with God, I wanted to say an abacus, but not that. the what's that one utensil where it has like the pokey thing and the pencil and like it lets you draw circles?
Oh, a compass?
Yeah.
Would I replace it with a compass?
Yeah.
Why?
So you could draw circles.
I don't think I would, Fee.
Well, fuck. What would you replace it with? Something not cool?
Okay. I need you to answer this question too. If they had to take your hand, what would you replace your hand with? Because that's what you're asking. You're not asking anything about my wrist.
They just took the wrist and reattached the hand.
Yeah, hand is on something, I guess. They replaced my wrist with a piece of ham, and then now I'm just ham wrist.
Okay, the whole hand's off. What would you replace it with?
I mean, assuming that robot hand is not an option. God. Probably. I mean, I'm imagining like, okay, you know, one of those like pointers that you have, like the like collapsible and extendable pointers. Yeah. Like I would get one of those, or maybe a microphone version of one of those. I'm specifically imagining that I'm doing a PowerPoint presentation, and with my hand, I'm just like obliterating the board where I'm like, look at this other thing. Look at my hand that I don't have.
Don't look at my hand. Look at what's on the board. I would replace my hand with a mannequin hand. And I would see if I can position the fingers in like my thumb out and my two fingers on top, so I could jostle my hand to play video games.
Oh, okay. All right. That's not bad. I was also trying to think of like, because my job involves using my hands.
You gonna use your pointer to type just one
just like
fucking letter?
one letter at a time, I guess. I don't have many other options. I can't you can't articulate your fingers to do the typing unless you have a robot hand. Because
well, you took robot hand off the table. I mean,
because that's a boring answer. Like that's the obvious one. You always pick robot hand. If you don't pick robot hand, you're stupid.
You could have chose robot claw. That's not a hand.
Ooh, like a talon, like a falcon.
Ooh, I was say like a robot, like two pincer claw.
Ooh, I still can't type with that. So.
Oh, dude, no! Like the obvious answer is a fucking gun hand.
Yeah, to be Barrett. Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not as cool because it doesn't go down to the elbow. You got like a mini gun.
Yeah, yeah. I still put like casing on my meat arm to make it look like it's part of the gun hand, but like I'm like, oh yeah, you better listen. I got this big gun arm, and I fucking bump it against something, and it cracks. I'm like, oh shit, don't look.
Please, I know it's not that cool, but please don't make fun of me.
Please, man, listen, this is all I got. I'm the gun arm guy.
It would, I'm the gun guy. That it would make traveling a bitch for you, I guess.
Oh yeah, TSA would. Yeah, if you're like, hey, I got this. I can't take it off.
Don't worry, it's not loaded.
Yeah, I left all the bullets at home. You can check it real thorough.
Take it off. You can look right through it, but I do need that back.
Yeah, it's I'm doing a speaking engagement in which I have to show off of the gun arm. So
you could always lie. You could be like, "Oh, I'm an engineer. I lost my arm. I fucking made this cool little I'm going to a convention and I made this to show people."
Do you think they'd be like, "All right, you could take a gun on the plane then?"
It's you don't have to say it's a gun. You just be like it's a rotating cylinder.
Yeah, just like really gaslight them. They're like, "This looks like a gun." No, it doesn't.
Look, if you get a high charisma roll, like, dude, you could. TSA don't like doing their jobs.
Sounds to me like you've got a gun fetish. Is that the case?
You keep bringing guns up. I don't know what to tell you. It's not a gun. It's a robotic whisk.
It's just. Don't worry about it. Why are you worrying? You're the one that's making this weird.
Yeah, I was in the army. I lost his hand, so you could have the right to tell me it's a gun.
And then I have the right to tell you, shut up!
You're not even a vet, you bitch.
That's the only thing that makes sense, because, like, we had a team meeting, last team meeting of the week, and my manager was like, oh, what are you all doing this weekend? And somebody was like, I'm doing a home improvement thing. And I was like, oh yeah, I've got to go pick up a miter saw so I can go do, like, I've got some wood to cut. And my boss was like, a miter saw, you be careful, make sure to be careful with that. And I was like, oh, a miter saw is much safer than what I was doing last weekend, which is I'm sitting on the floor of my garage, crisscross applesauce with my circular saw, just like, yeah, it looks pretty good.
Just, why would you do that? Why don't you buy a little table?
So my wife asked the same thing after I told them that's what I did. My wife was like, do you need like a workbench? And I was like, I have a tool chest that has a workbench on top of it. It's just covered with boxes right now, and I didn't feel like moving them.
Why would I need a fucking work desk? I got a perfectly good floor.
Yeah, what I said to my manager was, I mean, the biggest table of all time is floor, and it's usually pretty clear, so I don't know what to tell you, man.
Hey, listen, I mean, we've all been there. I know I have.
Have you?
No.
When you took woodshop, were you like on the ground or?
No, fucking Mr. Bernhardt took very good care of his fucking tools.
Yeah, Mr. Bernhardt was very good. What a great woodshop teacher. What a great man to show up and be like, hey, I broke my arm going dirt biking, but I'm going to cut the cast off of my arm so I could keep helping y'all out.
I think he got in trouble because some people found Girls Gone Wild VHS in his file cabinet.
Oh, no.
I don't know if it was his or he confiscated it, but he had it there.
That's a rough one.
Yeah. Good thing he had all that sandpaper to smooth it out.
Yeah.
Let's move on. That's a bad joke.
Fuck. Yeah, listen, you've got some things to tell me about, Fee. I'm excited to hear because you saw 2 movies that people are talking about right now, and I need to get the unfiltered Fee take.
Well, which one do you want to hear about first?
Talk about the one that you had most fun watching.
Oh, okay. Well, that's Beetlejuice, of course.
Okay.
It's a good movie. Not a great movie, but it's a good movie.
Yeah? Does Michael Keaton still have it? It looks like he still has it.
Oh, dude, he has it. But like, okay, so I want to say, well, the movie's like an hour and 37 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
He shows up, but like he doesn't interact with like anyone in the living world until like I think like the third act.
Okay. Just like the
Maybe
original.
like, yeah, kind of like the original. I mean, he's there like, so like, oh man, the afterlife is way different than the first movie.
Ooh, okay.
So you see more of it. Like you see like there's hallways that lead to like different things. You learn about the soul train.
Mm-hmm.
You have this stamp office that people can. This will come up later. You can go in there and you can trick someone from the living to substitute their life for a dead person, so the dead person can come back to life.
Okay.
And they have that office.
That's
also
that's weird that like that's the mechanic. I don't know. I'm okay. I'm getting too critical. Yeah, tell me more.
There's also a random dry cleaner that a dry cleaning place. I don't know where it's at in the void, but it's there.
Okay.
There is. Maybe that's it. I might be missing something. I don't know. That's it.
I'm so glad you told me about the dry cleaning place.
Well, I mean, it was just like a small thing. Like fucking, I gotta get into the story. So like, the movie starts with
spoilers,
like,
by the way. Spoilers for this movie.
Oh, yeah, spoilers. Like Lydia Dietz and her mom. They're like, Lydia Dietz is a supernatural TV show host. Lydia's mom is like an eccentric artist, like in New York, that does like weird art, like she did in the first movie, but she's like bigger now, like because that's performance art is big.
Mm-hmm.
Her daughter is in art school. We don't really know. That's what's really weird. Like we don't really know why she's going to art school or like what she's doing. We know the kids bully her, and then we never hear them. Like we never hear anything about them again.
Okay.
What's it called? They have to go back to the house from the movie because the dad died.
Okay.
So they're having a funeral and they're gonna clean out the house.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, sprinkle like, oh, there's so many plots in this movie. There's like the A plot, the B plot, and the C plot,
mm-hmm.
and like the D plot.
Oh no.
There's a lot of
you never want the D plot.
There's a lot of things going on in this movie. That's why I said it's like it's a good movie, but it's like there's a lot going on.
Did they just try to do too much?
I feel like they did.
Okay.
Because like Willem Dafoe is in there.
Oh, is he Green Goblin? That'd be very fucking funny.
Yep, he's dead Green Goblin. Not Willem Dafoe. He's the Green Goblin who died from Spider-Man. No, he's a dead actor who is kind of like Tom Cruise, does his own stunts. But in the afterlife, he's a cop, I guess.
Okay.
Which is a role he played in while he was alive in movies, but he's also still like an actor.
Okay.
And like he enforces laws. I don't really get it. He enforces law. He enforces law, and he's like, what's it called? Investigating deaths in the afterlife.
Okay.
Which happens because Beetlejuice's first ex-wife, Danny DeVito, accidentally knocks her boxes over in not a warehouse, like a room that had like lost and found, and her body parts were all there in pieces, and she stapled herself back up.
Okay.
And she wakes up and she sucks Danny's soul out. So she sucks souls, which I guess kills dead people.
Okay.
Don't know like where they go after that, because there's a like I guess they just cease to exist.
Okay.
Maybe.
So you just, when you go to the afterlife, you can die in the afterlife and die for real. When you die in the afterlife, you die for real.
They don't explain it. It's
just like Sword Art Online.
Yeah, exactly. It's you die in the afterlife, you die in real life.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So like that's one of the plots. She's going around, she's sucking souls, right? And they cut back to her like every once in a while, like that's where the dry cleaner comes in.
Okay.
She just stops at the dry cleaners, sucks the dry cleaner's soul out, and steals a wedding dress.
Okay.
And then like Willem Dafoe's like, oh yeah, this is connected to the soul sucker case with Beetlejuice, because they found out after the first soul suck that she is connected to Beetlejuice.
Okay.
And they go talk to Beetlejuice. He's not dead. He got eaten by the sandworm.
He did, yeah.
But he's fine now.
He's fine. Yeah, he got eaten by the sandworm, and he just died again. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
No, they don't explain how he got away. He's fine. He's cool. He runs a business, a revenge business, like fucking not has-been hotels. What's the other one? Hell of a Boss. Basically, like people in the afterlife call and they're like, "Oh, my wife is married again. Like right after I died. I want you to do something about it." So I guess he haunts people for like money.
Okay.
And he has a bunch of shrunken head people like working for him.
Mm-hmm.
So like he's doing that, but they don't like. He wasn't doing that in part 1.
Yeah. He's just fucking around in part 1, right?
Yeah, he's just fucking around in part 1, but I guess he's doing this now. So, anyway, so we learned that when he was alive back in the Plague Doctor days, I don't remember.
Okay.
Back when the plague was happening, Beetlejuice was a grave robber.
Okay.
And he met that girl, and they hit it off. They got married. You know, they fucked, and then after they fucked, she puts some wine in a chalice and she gives it to him, and then what's it called? She tells him it was poisoned, and right when he's about to die, he gets an axe and cuts her in half or cuts her into pieces, so they both die. But that wasn't part of her plan, because she's part of a soul sucking cult. And I guess in the afterlife, wants to get back with them and take his soul, and then we don't really know what she wants after that.
Okay.
That's her only motivation. Find Beetlejuice, suck his soul, and then profit. No, we don't know.
Okay.
So, Beetlejuice is kind of like set to the side for now. Then we go back to the real life, where Lydia's having problems with her daughter, fucking Jenny Ortega.
Okay.
Who's like, oh, I don't even like my mom. She sucks because she can see ghosts and all this shit, but she can't get in touch with my dad, and he died in the Amazon. What the fuck's up with that? She's a fraud. And like, she's kind of being like Lydia was in the first movie.
Mm-hmm. Right?
So, and she's like, I don't know why I can't see him. And then she's having like visions of Beetlejuice every once in a while. And, what's it called? So they're back at the old house, and then immediately Jenny Ortega, her name is Astrid, by the way, which is a sick name.
Mm.
If you like How to Train Your Dragon, I think that's the name of the girl from that movie.
That's the only way it's good. Okay.
Well, no, it's a sick name. It's a cool name. It's very Nordic.
Okay. I mean, I'm down. It's a good kind of goth name. I'm down.
It's cool. Jenny Ortega was like born to play the part of fucking Lydia Deet's daughter. Okay. They look similar.
I mean, I have a feeling, because for Beetlejuice, I don't know how long they've had the idea around, but if it were me, right, and we had the idea, be like, okay, there are some things that have to come together. One, like, we need Winona Ryder. We can't do this without her. You need Michael Keaton. We can't do this without him. Now we need a younger actor who can play Winona Ryder's child. So we need somebody who gets popular for being kind of goth. And then they just sat on the script for 20 years. And then finally Jenna Ortega showed up and they were like, got it. Do it fast before one of them dies. Go, 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 go.
Basically, so like she's basically playing Wednesday Addams, except more talkative.
Good.
And more talkative and more angsty.
Okay, I'm down.
So she all the while this plot of Lydia Dietz's manager of the ghost show is a big douchebag, and he met her at a therapy circle, like a grieving circle.
Okay.
Because she had just got like not possessed, but like she had the whole Beetlejuice fucking ordeal, right?
Beetlejuice happened.
Yeah, Beetlejuice happened, so she went to therapy for it in a circle, and they met there, and then he became her manager. They started dating, and like, what's it called? Jenny Ortega doesn't like him, and what's it called? So they find out that Beetlejuice is still alive, and that he's up in the house in the attic in the place, and fucking he's just like, listen, this is a traumatic event. I'm gonna fucking snap you out of it. And then he says Beetlejuice's name 3 times. That's when they first meet Beetlejuice again.
Okay.
Both of them. And what's it called? They have like a therapy set. The one you see in the trailers, right? Mm-hmm. They have a therapy session. They're talking, and like there's no. It's just them talking and meeting. There's nothing really plot relevant other than to show that now she knows that he's alive. Mm-hmm. Move on to her getting out by saying home 3 times. He thinks it's a dream, and like he's like, oh, Lydia's like, okay, we gotta get out of here. We gotta fucking leave. Let's fucking get everything and go. It's 2 days from Halloween, by the way.
Oh, of course, yeah. I'm surprised it wasn't Halloween night.
Oh no, see, that's the thing.
That's the climax happens on Halloween, obviously.
It does. The thing about this is, so I don't remember what the dude's name was, first of all, but he after the wake, they're at the house, and he announces to everyone, I want to marry a Lydia Dietz, and we're gonna get married on Halloween.
What?
The day before Halloween on midnight. She's just like, I don't really want to. Why would you do this?
Yeah. And what the fuck?
Yeah.
Sorry. Right after this guy's funeral. Sorry. What?
Exactly. And she's just like, dude, I have a lot to deal with. I don't want to do it. And then he like fucking gaslights her, and she's like, fine, okay, I'll do it. And then like they're like, oh fuck yeah, and then fucking Jenny Ortega gets all pissed off and gets on a bike and rides away. Mm-hmm. And so she's riding. Then like some shit happens. She accidentally rides off road through a fence into a tree, and that's where we meet plot C, I guess.
Okay.
Where there's a boy in a treehouse, and he sees her. And he's just like, yo, are you okay? And then he invites her up, and they're talking, and she's like, oh man, my mom's so annoying, telling her everything that's going on. He's like, whoa, your mom's Lydia Dietz, I guess because, she's famous. Mm-hmm. And then they go inside their house. She goes inside his house, and he's like, don't worry, my parents like really don't give a shit. My dad just stays in the fucking living room and never comes out. My mom just fucking anxiety bakes, so they'll be fine with you coming over. Okay. So they go inside. Yeah, so he takes her inside the house, and she sees his room, and she's like, whoa, your room's pretty cool. And then they talk about her dad who passed away, and they talk about the mom some more. And then she tells him about like what's going on with the marriage. And he's like, well, how's about you just come over to my house, like, before the wedding, so you don't have to, like, hang over there. You can just hang with me. And she's like, okay. So, they establish that. She leaves. And, what's it called? Then we go back to, like, they jump around a whole fucking lot. Mm-hmm. they jump from like plot to plot to plot. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
So it's not hard to keep up with. It's just they're doing a lot. They put like it's like they had an idea for like 3 different movies and put them into one.
Or maybe they were like, there's no way that Gen Z is going to pay attention to this movie for long enough. Without putting Subway Surfers up there, we've got to have 6 plots.
It's just like there's the Beetlejuice ex-wife plot. There's the Lydia gets married plot. There's the fucking Astrid gets a date with the boy plot. There's the whole there's like Willem Dafoe investigating the murder plot, which they keep going back to. It's just a lot of things that are like going on at once.
Okay.
And like, if they would have cut just one of those things out, it would have been fine.
Okay.
Like, you don't get to really know a lot about the newer characters, but like, I digress. Anyway, I'm gonna skip ahead because like I'm lost. Like, I know what I saw because I just saw it today.
Yeah, let's talk about the ending. Let's just get there.
Well, we can't talk about the ending first because we'll go to Halloween night when Astrid meets up with the dude.
Okay. So
she goes to the dude house. She's dressed as Marie Curie. He's dressed as James Dean.
Okay.
They talk. Lydia drops him off. What's it called? Then they end up kissing. And and I have to say that Astrid does not believe in ghosts. She doesn't think her mom sees ghosts. She thinks she's a fraud.
Okay.
That's important because as soon as they kiss, they start floating. And then she's like, what the heck? And then he's like, well, you could see me. And she's like, you're a ghost? So yeah, it turns out that him and his family are ghosts.
Wait, the whole like, family?
Yeah, the mom.
It would be kind of cool if like his parents were still alive and he was living there and he was like, "Listen, I'm gonna try to fuck this girl who's alive, but it's gonna look really weird if she just walks into the house by herself and is like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna fuck the ghost of your son. Hold, please."
Look, that's a perfect crime. She couldn't get pregnant from it. So, it's important that they're all dead because he's like, oh yeah, I died. I was what's it called? Like, my parents were going through a bad time. I went to my tree house, and then as I was coming down, I fell and broke my neck. And he shows like the bruise on his neck. And he's like, I'm trapped in this house. I've been here for 20 years. I can only go in the house and to the tree house. Nowhere else.
Damn.
And she's like, okay, so what do we do? She's like, well, he's like, well, according to this book that they give you whenever you die, if you, what did he say? I guess if you like marry a ghost, it's a loophole to bring you back to life.
No, fucking no.
Yeah, that's what he says.
No, I don't like that.
Yeah, okay. So she's like, okay, let's do it. So then they draw a chalk outline on the wall, and they're about to go like in. But in between that, you cut back to Lydia talking to the realtor from the first movie that sold him the house. She went to Lydia's house because I guess they're gonna sell that house after they like move everything out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, yeah, I'm excited because I just sent Astrid off on her first date with a cute boy. And then like blah blah blah. She's like, yeah, I'm like the best realtor. I sold the ghost house, but I'm having trouble with this one house. And she says the address of the boy where she's at, and she's like, but that's where I dropped off Astrid. She's meeting with this boy named Jeremy.
Oh no!
Yeah, and the realtor's like, Jeremy? Well, it couldn't be Jeremy so-and-so. He died like 20 years ago. And
Lydia's like, no, my daughter's gonna fuck a ghost!
Yeah, and so like, Lydia's just like, oh, fuck.
My daughter's gonna find out she's half ghost! Shit!
No, she realizes, she's like, oh, fuck, I gotta stop him. And then the realtor's like, yeah, that's a murder house too. And she's like, what are you talking about? She was like, well, Jeremy, went crazy one day and killed both his parents. And in the police standoff in his tree house, he fell out of the tree and broke his neck.
My God.
And then like that's when you realize
that's kind of sick. I like that twist. I like that twist. That's good.
Yeah, that's when you realize he's a bad guy.
Good.
So like
good. I don't like Jeremy anyway.
Yeah, so like you see Lydia, like I don't know why she didn't call Astrid on their phone, but she didn't.
But cell phones don't exist, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. So Lydia, they do, but Lydia, I guess, like fucking drives over there, and he tries to stop her, and she gets there too late. But there's a cool thing, like as she goes into the house she's calling for, she runs in, and she's yelling, and she looks to the right, you know, the parents are, and the dad turns around, you see like a fucking circular saw in his head, and you're like, oh fuck, and then she's like, she's not phased, she sees ghosts all the time. Mm-hmm. And she runs to the stairs, and the mom comes out, and she has a fucking corkscrew fucking thing in her eye, and she's like, oh fuck, this is not gonna end well. And she gets to the top, but it's too late, she went through the door.
Oh,
and
no.
She does it. Yeah, and so she looks in the book, and she's like, oh man, well, I don't know how to, you know, get to the other side as a human by myself, so I guess I'm gonna call Beetlejuice. And so she Beetlejuices.
Did she? Just a quick question: did she look into the camera when she said it? Did she say, "I know who to call"? Look in camera.
No, Beetlejuice looks into the camera a few times.
Of course he does. That's good. I'm fine with that. I like Michael Keaton can do whatever the fuck he wants on camera.
Yeah, he's great. So anyway, she goes back to the house and Beetlejuices. But like, here's another plot. What's it called? Delia, the mom, right?
Mm-hmm.
As she's mourning and being her like fucking, what's it called? Modern art self. She bought asps online, defanged,
mm-hmm.
so that way she could do like an Egyptian like thing in front of her husband's grave as in mourning and record herself.
Mm-hmm.
And they cut to her with the asps in her hand, and they bite her neck, and she dies. So now she's in the afterlife.
Okay.
So
cool.
Yeah, that was just a little side quest in the movie that happened.
Man, you're right. They did just do everything.
Yeah, they did a shitload.
This movie is 6 hours long.
It goes by quick. I'm taking a long time to explain it because like I'm trying to remember the order of like everything that happened.
Mm-hmm.
But like anyway, like they get like she gets Beetlejuice to help him, and she signs a contract. He's like, I'll help you, but you gotta sign this contract. And so like she signs it. He uses his demon magic to blow up a hole in her wall that leads to his office.
Mm-hmm.
And so he does. He gets to the hole, gets to the wall, and goes in. And what's it called? Then they start looking for Lydia. But all the while, they never fix this plot. It severs a hole into the afterlife with the living world.
Okay.
And when they go through, all the shrunken head peoples working for Beetlejuice run out, and they go into the world, and it's never brought up again. So they go in, they're like looking. She's like, I gotta find my daughter, where is she? And they find out like what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So Beetlejuice is like, yeah, she's over there, but you go on ahead without me. I gotta go fucking use the restroom.
Mm-hmm.
So she goes on without him. She's running. Then we go back to Jenny Ortega, who they take him to, this is a stamp station where you switch souls, right? What I told you earlier.
Yeah.
So she signs the thing.
Yeah.
It gets stamped, and he's like, I lied to you. The only way a human or a dead person can come back is if he trades souls with the living, and you just traded. So
fuck you.
Exactly.
My name's Jeremy. I'm the villain. I can't. The fact that it's a villain named Jeremy is so underwhelming. But okay.
He's not even I want to say there's like no villain in this movie.
He's the B plot villain.
Yeah, he's the B plot villain. No, not even. He's the C plot villain.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So like, he signs it, and they're like, "All right, you just got to get this passport stamped, and then you can go to Living World." And then two big Russian guards come in and take Lydia, or fucking Jenny Ortega,
Mm-hmm.
and they take her to the Soul Train.
Yeah. Soul
Once
Train.
she, they do. They have a whole Soul Train song and dance like the old days.
Oh,
Like
hell yeah.
everyone's dancing there.
Hell yeah. That's
Uh,
sick.
so they have to put her in the train, and she has to go into the great beyond for him to be able to stamp his way out, or well, for it to work, right?
Mm-hmm.
She basically has to move on and die. So when they're taking her, she sees her dad, who works at the stamp office, and so he like starts chasing them, but they get her all the way to the platform, and they throw her in the train. And right when they throw her in the train, Lydia shows up, and she saves her, and they come out. But oh no and behold, all the cops are after them because a living person broke into the afterlife when she shouldn't have. So like all the
Ooh.
Willem Dafoe and all these cops are after her. So then they run, and they run out of an emergency exit, and it happens to be like a moon, one of the moons of Jupiter, where
Okay.
the sandworms live.
Oh, okay.
And the sandworm starts chasing him, but the dad saves him and pulls him back into the afterlife.
The
Uh,
dad. He's
yeah,
here.
the dad is here. For a while in the movie, I'm like, oh, I bet she can't see the dad because he's not dead. He just fucking fucked off one day. But
Honestly, that would be the funniest thing if Lydia's like, okay, listen, I'm gonna come clean about this. Your dad is alive, but he big sucks, dude. You
dude,
don't want to say hi to him, I promise.
I thought that's what it was gonna be. Because another one of the other reasons that Jeremy got her to go into the dead zone was because she's like, you could see your dad too. And I thought she was gonna get there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. He lied to her. He was like, yeah, we just have to go to the fucking this one office that can take us to where where he's at. So that's how he got her there. But yeah, no, he's dead, and there's no explanation why Lydia couldn't see him. She just couldn't.
Okay.
So it's they don't explain a lot of things. Things just happen.
Okay.
And so yeah. Anyway, they're safe. They're still getting looked for. Fucking soul sucking demon happens again. Sucks the soul out of another person. Beetlejuice, I guess. Oh wait, no. So then it cuts back to Jeremy,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, "Oh, I'm next in line. I'm gonna get my thing stamped to go to the real world." And as soon as they find Jeremy,
Mm-hmm.
he's like, "Too late. I'm getting my stamp." And then like it cuts to the person behind the counter, and it's Beetlejuice, and he stamps shit out of luck on the passport,
Hell
and then
yeah.
sends him to hell.
Good. Get the fuck out of here, Jeremy.
Yeah, that's
Jeremy.
that's the end of the plot. He's irrelevant. So is fucking Jenny Ortega. Now she's just along for the ride. And then Beetlejuice loses, I guess, sight of them, and they escape. The dad takes them to a mausoleum, which leads to the living world. They get out. They go to the living world, and he's like, "That's as far as I can go, but I miss y'all big time." And it seems that everything's like going good, but then Beetlejuice shows up, and he's like, "Oh no, you signed a contract, so we're getting married." So instead of what's it called, he breaks into the wedding where Lydia was going to marry the guy, because the church is right there next to I guess, a graveyard.
Yeah. Oh, which makes sense. I'm down.
Yeah, so Lydia's like, "Oh God, my marriage! I gotta go and do this because I guess I gotta." And as soon as like they get there, Beetlejuice is like, "Oh, but she signed a contract." The dude's freaking out, and then Beetlejuice appears behind him, injects him with truth serum,
Okay.
and then forces him to tell the truth. And he's like, "Oh, dude, I only wanted to get with you because it would it would make me a lot more money than just being your manager. And
What?
I only went to that therapy circle to pick up on vulnerable women. And
Oh,
he's like,
hell yeah. This guy's going to hell.
And so, like, Beetlejuice for a minute was a good guy. And then she's like, all right, let's take out your fucking anger, and gives Lydia a boxing glove, and like she punches him.
Hell yeah.
Like, and then he's like, all right, now we're getting married. Then puts her in the red dress, and then they have a song monologue, like a song scene where he makes everyone sing, and like there's a band. It's a really good song. I really like it. So that goes on for like 3-4 minutes. As soon like right when they're about to get married, the cops come in, and they're like, "All right, Beetlejuice, you did a 669 or whatever, or you broke a code, and we're gonna take you in." And then he says, "Freeze!" And then I guess they freeze in place.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, "Nope, we're getting married." And then the ex-wife comes in at the last minute, and she's like, "Oh no, Beetlejuice, you're mine. I'm gonna fucking get you." And then, like they talk for a little bit, and then Jenny Ortega gets. I don't know why she had the book from like the recently passed book.
Yeah.
But she has it.
She had Jeremy's copy of the book.
Yeah, she had Jeremy's copy of the book. And it has, I guess, rules of what you can and can't do, or like spells and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So then she's like, "Grandma, I need like something to draw this outline. We're gonna summon a sandworm." And like she draws a circle on the floor and says like an incantation, summons a sandworm.
Mm-hmm.
It comes out. It's like fucking like squirming around in the church, and it ends up eating the one dude that was a bitch. Good. And the soul sucker at the same time. And then it goes away.
And then Beetlejuice is there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
they're like, shit.
And then Lydia's just like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna marry you." And he's like, "Yeah, but you signed a contract." And then the daughter's like, "Nope, according to this book, you broke that contract by breaking her into the afterlife. So that contract is null and void." And then it burns up. And then she says Beetlejuice 3 times. He turns into a balloon and pops. And then Willem Dafoe takes him back to the afterlife.
Okay. This is some IRS shit. This is like, the IRS is like, "Yeah, you owe taxes," and you're like, "How much?" And they're like, "Well, you tell us, and then we'll tell you if you're wrong." This is like, Beetlejuice has this contract, and it's null and void from the second that he did that, but it only is actually null and void if anyone noticed. So as soon as somebody's like, hey, that broke, the contract's like, "Oh shit, you noticed."
That's basically what happened. Like, and then everything just wraps up. Willem Dafoe leaves. He takes the grandma because she died. Beetlejuice goes back to fucking afterlife, and then Lydia is like, "I'm retiring from my show." And the thing that she's like, "I'm gonna spend time with my family." So her and her daughter go and visit like the 11 most spookiest places in the world, because that's what her dad was going to do with her. Mm-hmm. And like the first place they visit was Bram Stoker's Dracula. This is all in like a music sequence at the very end.
Oh, okay.
And as soon as she gets there, she meets this real handsome boy, and then it cuts to them getting married, and then it cuts to her in an operating room because she's going to have a baby. She's giving birth, and Lydia's watching. And then she gives birth to a Beetlejuice demon baby. And then, like, everyone's freaking out. The baby, like, eats the fucking doctor's, like, necks. And then she like, wakes up. And she's like, "Oh, she's, like, freaking out. It was just a dream." And then Beetlejuice, gets up next to her, and he's like, "Oh, man, what a weird dream." And then she wakes up again. Then cue credits.
Nice. Okay. Honestly, it sounds pretty good. It sounds. So while you were talking, I did look this up because I was like, you must have just forgotten something, because this is the thing that you do when you watch a movie. You'll only absorb like 80% of it, and then to get the last 20%, you've got to watch it again. Or in your case, you just never do. So I was like, there's no way that they just were like, oh yeah, Lydia's dad just like can't, or Astrid's dad just can't come back for some reason. And I read, no, they don't provide any reason why he can't come back. They say that like, the reason why he isn't tied to like a place for 125 years is probably because he was a free spirit.
God.
But it doesn't provide any reason for why he can't visit Earth.
Yeah, it just doesn't. A lot of things don't get answered. They just say things, and that's it. They don't provide anything.
Damn. They did too much.
There's a lot going on. I'm telling you, there's a lot going on in this movie. It's not a bad movie, but it's not like it's not. I don't want to say not coherent because it is. It's just there's a lot going on. It's a very not bloated because it's a short movie. It's just like I said, they had like 5 different plots going on all at once.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't make it bad. It's just you didn't get to learn about who. Like we didn't learn anything about the cult from the Soul Sucker girl. We didn't learn like what she was gonna do after she got Beetlejuice. We don't know anything about her other than she sucks souls. Where did the souls go? Fuck if I know.
Yeah. Like why are you eating them? What happens?
Why could Jenny Ortega see that one boy and no other ghosts?
Yeah,
and the family.
Why was it the first ghost that she could see? Could she not see any of the other ghosts? I guess
see that ghost and touch him
and fuck him.
Well, she wanted to, but until she learned. But
yeah, and then she wanted it she wanted it way worse, actually.
She was like, "Oh, that's even better."
Mm-hmm.
No, like so, yeah. And then we don't learn anything about fucking Jenny Ortega's school, or like, and then they don't do anything about the mom dying. She's just dead.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Beans, shut up.
Yeah, Beans. We're talking about Beetlejuice, important shit.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, like I said, everything just like going back and forth. Like it's, you don't really see Beetlejuice use his powers like too much.
Mm-hmm.
He makes faces and stuff, but he's like he teleports a lot. He makes the bomb in the wall. Like I don't even know how he does that. Why wouldn't he just do that in the first place if he could break into the afterlife and the normal life? Why does he need to marry Lydia? He's in the living world already.
Dude, you know why he wants to marry Lydia? Because he thinks she's hot. That's what it is. I guarantee you Beetlejuice is just like, after the first movie, he was like, the one that got away. Ooh, I'm going to spend the rest of my life trying to fucking tie her down.
I mean, listen, Winona Ryder's hot.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't care what anyone says, she's hot. It's just, we don't know why, like, he wants to marry her. Like, he's not even trying to do the soul, like, fucking thing like Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
He just wants to marry her.
He's in love. That's what it is. Beetlejuice is in love.
That's what it is. And like, we don't know why Willem Dafoe and his cop people can come into the living world. Why Beetlejuice brought Lydia's mom into the living world. Just there's a lot of things that don't get explained. I say it's like a hard 6. It's like a 7 maybe. Okay. It's a good movie. I had fun watching it. The visuals were great. They didn't rely on a lot of like CGI. A lot of things were practical.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it wasn't cohesive, or it was what do you want to say? Like jumbled.
Yeah, there's just too much.
Yeah, there was too much going on, and I think I kept hearing like people online being like, that was the problem with this movie. I'm like, it was. I still had fun watching it more than Borderlands.
Man,
I don't want to sit here and fucking spend 30 minutes of Borderlands to you, because that movie was atrocious.
Spend 10 minutes. I'll give you 5. Give me your top 5 biggest complaints about the Borderlands movie.
The acting was stiff. The story was bad. Okay. There was a lot of changes, like from the actual lore.
Mm-hmm. You got 3.
Some of the the graphics were bad.
Okay.
Let's see. You can tell that it's been like cut up and redone a few times.
Yeah, that's 5. And that last one is probably the biggest hit against it, from what I understand. I haven't seen it, but even people that like Borderlands say that it does suffer from it's very clear they were making one kind of movie earlier, and then they were making a different kind of movie second time. Like, same thing with the Justice League. It's a problem that the Justice League had, where they were like, yeah, we're gonna make one movie out of this. Oh shit, everybody can tell that it's not quite doesn't quite make sense.
That's exactly what it is, and it suffers for it. Not to mention the changes to the character. Like, Lilith is like a younger, already a siren in the game. Mm-hmm. Lilith in the movie complained, she's like, oh, I'm old. I'm a bounty hunter. I'm not a vault hunter. Mm-hmm. And she's like, I don't need this. And she becomes a siren at the end because she's the special. Her mom knew that she was special, and that's why she wanted to get her off Pandora, mm-hmm. because she could open the vault. Mm-hmm. And oh my god, the worst acting was from the Atlas president, who I get it. English probably wasn't his first language, but anytime he was on screen talking, it was real bad. It was a Mexican. I don't think he's a Mexican guy, but how Mexicans, when you clearly can tell that they don't speak English as their first language, mm-hmm. That's how it was.
Okay.
Also, what really pissed me off, or not pissed me off, annoyed me, was Lilith when she uses 2 guns. Oh, sorry, buds. Sorry, get out of here. She uses 2 guns to fight, right? Which is fine. It's cool. Mm-hmm. Every time she shoots, because she has her. I wish I could show you on camera. Every time she shoots, she has her guns up. She shoots one. Then she'll fucking spin the gun, shoot the other, spin that gun, shoot the other, spin the gun. Every shot, she's fucking spinning the gun, and she's flipping it for no reason. Okay. And it annoyed me so much. I'm like, why are you doing that? Every shot, she fucking shoots, spins the gun, shoots. She can't just shoot regular. No.
No, why would you? Can't do that.
Why would you? Yeah, no. God, some of the sets were really a jumbled mess. I didn't like. She was doing her best, but the actress who played Tiny Tina was doing her best, but it wasn't great.
It wasn't enough.
Fucking Kevin Hart as Roland was a joke.
But was it a good joke or?
No, it wasn't. There's nothing to say except that movie. I stopped. I watched the whole thing and I was trying to pay attention, but I became so uninterested in it that I just wanted to turn it off. But I'm like, no, I'm gonna sit through the whole thing.
No, you know what? God, that reminds me of whenever I got food poisoning and forced myself to eat fish for a week. Nope, I'm not going. I committed. I'm gonna get through this.
Exactly.
This is your 2 double cheeseburgers in a parking lot.
That's what happened, and man, I don't know. It's so bad. I knew it was gonna be bad, but I didn't think it'd be this bad.
Yeah, for my part, I was watching. I watched CDawg VA play a little bit of Borderlands 2 earlier this week, and I was watching it, and it was the part where your vault hunters go up and they find Lilith for the first time, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember a couple of these moments. There's I can vaguely remember what the story is, but still, I'm still the story of Borderlands. It has those it's a story about characters. Not necessarily the plot's not super important because it's find the vault, do the thing, but it's more about your interactions with characters and talking to people and how these different characters interact with each other. And so if they change something in the movie, core plot things, even if they were oh yeah, iridium's not the thing, it's this other thing, and it's now vibranium, surprise, we're in MCU, I wouldn't give a fuck. But the characters have to be good and they have to be there. And from what it sounds like a lot of it was just kind of awkward, and they tried to save what was. I wonder. So okay, the terminology is putting lipstick on a pig. My when I was like looking for like buying a house the first time that I was looking for a house, my real estate agent was like, he walked into a place and he was like, oh yeah, I can tell what they did here. They like ripped out the garage and they made this a living room and they did this. You can look around to see if there's anything you like, but I'm not going to let you buy this house. They put lipstick on this pig and you're not going to buy it. And I was like, oh, okay. Which was nice. And it seems like that's probably what they had with the Borderlands movie, is they were like, okay, well, the director of the first director dropped out. We have 30 minutes of footage that we can get through, but like we need the rest of the movie. And okay, we'll bring in somebody else to fix this. And okay, well, they want to do something different. And like, as they keep trying to edit around it, they're like, we can't, God, I can't make this good. I can only make it watchable. God.
I can only make it fill out the time. Oh,
get Jack Black in here. Do more ADR lines. It's fine. Have him say, my butthole. Just have him say that for an hour.
You just reminded me that I completely forgot that Jack Black was in that movie, because I wanted to forget he that's another thing. Jack Black has been in too many movies lately, and I don't like it.
Okay, what other movies has he been in?
So Jack Black was in the Mario movie. Mm-hmm. He was in this movie. He was in the Minecraft movie. He was in the Kung Fu Panda movie that came out recently.
Okay, that we have to stop talking about everything now, because you brought up the Minecraft movie. Fee, what do you think about the Minecraft movie trailer?
Oh no! What do I think?
Yeah, what do you think?
I think it looks awful.
I think it looks fucking great.
No,
I'm so pumped about it.
What?
Yeah, dude. That is exactly what I want out of a Minecraft movie.
No.
Yeah, boy.
No. God, him in the they played it to be this big thing, right? Mm-hmm. To be this big reveal. Mm-hmm. And when he's just in his shirt and he's like, I am Steve. I almost threw beans through my TV.
That's great. That's a great line.
No, you're being a dick right now.
No, I promise you, like, I don't know that this is the case, because this does sort of put me on a pedestal, and I don't want to do that because it'll make me sound real stupid, but like, I have a feeling that the whole point is that like, they're like, our new party is showing up in this Minecraft world, and Steve has been there so long. It's like Jumanji. Like, imagine they went into Jumanji, and Steve is living in Jumanji, and he's like, I am Steve, and he thinks he's the shit. He's like, I'm the master of this Minecraft world. Everybody's like, what a fucking dork. Like, I think that's the vibe that it's going for. It's directed by the director who did Napoleon Dynamite, Nacho Libre. Like, I think they're going for, this is unsettling, this is weird, this is like gonna be a niche, like funny, awkward kind of thing, and I'm so down for that.
No, the graphics make everything. I've seen the meme of like RTX off and RTX on.
Yeah, dude. God, the sheep. Everybody hates the sheep. I love the sheep. I love the llama. I love the sheep.
I used to think you were good at telling what a good and bad movie was, and I don't know anymore.
I'm telling you, dude. Like, okay, we're gonna. I'm gonna try my best to watch this movie. I'm gonna try. It's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna try my best to go watch this movie when it comes out, and we're gonna have a discussion about it because I'm gonna need you to watch it as well. I have a feeling it's going to be better than you thought, and it's going to be worse than I think. I have a feeling we're going to get to like, we're going to come to sort of like a Mario movie kind of consensus where it's like, okay, well, it's not as good as I wanted it to be, but like, I thought it was pretty good.
I don't think so. So I don't know the first thing about Minecraft. So there's already the one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I know you build, like, but in this movie, they're real people in the Minecraft world. Like, were they playing the game and Jumanji didn't?
Yeah, I'm betting that's the plot.
So, and then if that's the case, like why is Steve there? Like, is he like why wouldn't they show him as Block Man, as Minecraft Man?
That's the thing. He's not from Minecraft. He's a guy.
I know he's a guy, but like, he's if he's like, I am Steve, that means that those characters already know who Steve is because he's not like explaining. And like, why are they wearing like 80s clothes?
Yeah. Like, okay. So I here's what I'm gonna bet. Please, like, I'm gonna put down $5 on this. You know what? I'm gonna put down $25 on this. Okay. $25 says it's something like this is a party of friends that have like grouped together, and it's something like they find an old Minecraft server, like an old public Minecraft server, something that's like, they're like, oh, it's weird. It's like, I can't, I want to connect to it and I can't figure out how. And then somebody figures out like the password to get in or some shit. And then they join, and then whatever their Minecraft skin was gets applied to their real life body as they come in. And Steve is like either one of the first beta testers, or he's the guy that made Minecraft. It's like a Tron situation where he's all up in there and he's in his like bog standard ass thing. And it turns out that like Notch didn't make Minecraft. Steve made it. Notch just found it. And so Steve is in there and he's like, yeah, I know everything about Minecraft. I made it in the 80s or some shit. And so like, you're gonna see their Minecraft avatars, and it'll be like, oh, there's like, he's got a cape, or like this guy's like got this weird skin, and then whenever it gets applied to their real life body, they're gonna be like, oh, this is I should have made a better choice.
Yeah, but they clearly come through a portal in the trailer. Mm-hmm. Like, where does that come in?
I think that's like whenever they connect to the old server, or they download a mod or whatever. Like it's whenever they connect to the server that they get sucked in for some reason, some Tron ass reason. They get sucked in, and then now they're here in this old Minecraft server with Steve. Maybe the server is going to be shut down, and that's the ticking time bomb. They're like, oh fuck, this server's going to be shut down in 28 hours. We've got to kill the Ender Dragon. That way we can like win and leave.
I just don't think that they were friends before that, because like, what server would they be on of like weird Jason Momoa, that black girl, and the two kids? The two kids, I could see you knowing each other. The two adults, what the hell are they doing?
Nah, dude, they play together. They play Minecraft together. Like it's not that they're friends in real life. It's that they met on like a public server. Like they all joined, 2B2T or like another public Minecraft server, and then they became friends that way. And then somebody was like, oh, look, I found this old server. I finally got the password to get in. You want to check it out with me? And whoa, I've been troned, they say as they go in.
As they fucking, yeah, but like, what's even the plot of this movie? Like, are they gonna beat the Ender Dragon? Like, they're fighting piglins.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I think like it's like the server's gonna shut down, or the world is corrupting or some shit, because like the piglins are in real, like, have come over to the overworld, I guess. So I don't know what that's about. But
people were saying that shouldn't even happen. They should, like, shouldn't the sun like kill them?
It's not that it kills them. If they're in the sunlight for too long, they'll turn into zombified pigmen. So we'll see, because we only saw them running. We don't know if they're going to turn into zombie pigmen or not.
And then Jason Momoa crafts this weird 2 buckets with a chain attached to it. Thing you can't do in the game.
Yeah, that's where I'm getting into like, oh man, is this a server that's got like mods and shit on it? Like, ooh, like what's going on here? I'm excited to find out the mystery of the Minecraft movie.
You're way too optimistic for this shit ass movie.
I think it's gonna be great.
The trailer just broke a record for having the most dislikes.
Oh man, because that means something on the internet these days.
Listen, I'm just saying, like, I I'm. It looks awful.
Listen, anytime that somebody puts out something that looks different than how people expected it to, a bunch of high-profile people are going to be like, this looks like a big fucking turd. No one's going to enjoy this. And then all of their fans are like, yeah, it looks shitty. And then everybody that doesn't watch it is like, I heard it sounds shitty. And that's how something like this starts. I'm telling you, like, Ugly Sonic was the only time we've been right about something.
I didn't even watch. That's so true. Here's the thing. I didn't watch anyone review this trailer. I just opened up YouTube one day and saw the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, hey. And I clicked it and I was like, oh, boy.
Yeah.
That is awful.
It's going to be great.
No. Look, I love Jack Black, but I'm so tired of seeing him in these kids' movies. It's like they don't know any other actor. He was Claptrap. He was Poe in Kung Fu Panda.
Mm-hmm.
He did a whole bunch of other Poe stuff this year. He was in Mario.
Mm-hmm.
He was in Mandalorian, History of the World movie. Like, he was in Rick and... He's been in a lot, like, too much. He's showing up too much lately. I'm so tired of seeing him.
You think Jack's got to cool it then?
I think he's got to cool it. Like, he used to be like this edgelord, and now, like, he's got kids, so now he's doing like kids movies, and he's doing too much. Okay. I think he needs to calm down.
Let me see here. Okay, so I'm looking through his IMDb stuff. Let's see. He was in Mandalorian. Yeah, Super Mario Brothers
with Lizzo.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he was Lizzo's husband in that episode.
Fun. He was in Jumanji. God, it is almost as if they were like, yeah, we're gonna do Minecraft and it's gonna be like Jumanji, and we're gonna get the director from Nacho Libre to do it. And they were like, well, we have to put Jack Black in it. Jack Black was both in Jumanji and Nacho Libre. Like, he has to be in this movie. Shit.
It's almost like The Rock whenever there's a movie that takes place in the jungle.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be The Rock.
Okay. So I'm looking at his upcoming stuff. It looks like he is going to be taking a break soon. We have the Minecraft movie coming up. We have an untitled Anaconda project.
Like the movie, rumored. The old Anaconda?
That doesn't surprise me at all that they're going to do an Anaconda 2 or a fucking Anaconda remake.
Well, there has been an Anaconda 2, but it was straight to DVD.
Yeah, of course it was. And then Dear Santa, in which he's playing Satan.
Oh, hell yeah.
A young boy who in writing his yearly note to Santa mixes up the letters and sends it to Satan instead. Okay, that's going to be cool.
Okay, listen. That sounds pretty dope.
Yeah. Okay. Keegan-Michael Key's going to be in it? Then yeah, that movie's going to be great.
Oh, I wonder if it's going to be animated.
I wonder too.
Because Keegan-Michael Key, it looks like he's just playing himself and Post Malone's in it.
Keegan-Michael Key is a great actor. It seems like lately he's been like, I'm gonna do voices. Like, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
because voices is fun.
Because in the new Transformers movie, he's Bumblebee.
Yeah, he is.
And let's see, he was a voice in If. Let's see, he was a voice in Migration and the Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see, a voice in Pinocchio and Chip and Dale.
Yep, Green Eggs and Ham TV series.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, he's kind of been like transitioning into voices, which I think is great. I love his voice. And I kind of like him as a person. You know what? People didn't like that Wonka movie. I saw it. I liked it. I'm sorry, people. I thought it was a good movie. Not a great one, but it was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And he was great in that movie.
Listen, Fee. The the
Yeah,
Wonka
I'm
movies
listening.
suck dick. Everybody hates it, and Timothy Chalamet's a shithead, and anybody that likes that movie's a fucking idiot. That's how you sound talking about the Minecraft movie right now.
Yeah, but the Minecraft movie legit sucks big fucking mind dick.
Yeah, in your opinion, that is informed based off of a trailer and a distinct lack of vision.
Just because you fucking love watching cringe doesn't mean everyone else does. Everyone collectively online said this movie looks like trash.
Yeah, that's because everybody collectively online is fucking stupid.
I haven't seen one good thing said about the movie. Not one.
I said a bunch. So there you go.
Yeah, but you're a fucking buffoon.
So fun fact, when the trailer came out, I saw it and was like, "Oh man, this looks dope." And I went to go post about it, and the first thing that I saw were 3 messages from people in a different Discord server that were like, "What the fuck? Oh, this looks terrible. Why didn't they just do Minecraft story mode from the YouTube videos? Oh, why did they just make like Captain Sparkles' YouTube video into like a real thing?" And I was like, God, all of you fucking troglodytes, you don't have any vision.
Then I didn't post because I didn't want to get laughed at.
No, I did, because one person was like, I don't know, I think this is gonna kick ass because of these reasons. And I was like, yeah, see, you get it.
Dude, no, I will watch it. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. I will watch it, but I don't have high hopes for it.
Mm-hmm.
I won't even go to the theaters to watch it. I'm gonna fucking watch it pirately.
Pirately.
You know? I'm gonna shiver my timbers at home and watch it.
God, okay. Okay, when does it come out? Do we know?
I
Minecraft movie release
maybe
date.
next month.
April 4th, 2025.
Oh. My birthday month.
Oh, yeah, good.
You gonna buy me a ticket? I'll go see it in theaters if you buy me a ticket for my birthday.
I'll fucking do that.
Oh, you fucking would.
If there's there's a chance that I may be in Japan at that time, and I may go watch it in Japanese. That would be fucking awesome.
Oh my god, that'd be great. Listen, if you buy me a ticket to go watch the movie and throw in a fucking Minecraft popcorn bucket, I'll do it.
Damn. Okay. Listen. Yeah. If I got to do that, I'll do it. I'm looking.
I hate that you have money.
It's the least convenient thing for me. The fact that you have money.
I have no stakes. When I say I only do it because of this, you'll go, yeah, I'll fucking do it. I fucking hate
the thing is, it's because you ask for things that are reasonable. You're like, yeah, if you pay me to do this thing, I'll do it. And I'm like, what's it, like $30? Yeah, okay.
Most people wouldn't see that as reasonable.
If you're like, yeah, listen, I'll go all the way up to your house if you pay for my gas. And I'm like, how much is that? That's like $400. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Like that's too much. But if you're like, I don't know, I'll play this game on stream if you buy it for me. I'm like, how much is Angerfoot? Yeah, done.
Dude, look, down here in the slums where I live, that's unreasonable.
Down here under the rotting pizza in Midgar.
I'm sorry, you live up top. You
5 gil is all I have into my name.
You fucking Shinra soup, bitch.
I have to eat bao that's been made by Wedge.
And sometimes I don't even get it because he just eats it.
Him or stupid cats. God, Wedge smells like cat piss. Did you know that? He does. He doesn't know it, but he does.
Yeah, and his breath smells like cat ass. And that one he knows. Ugh, the saving grace of living down here is getting to see Tifa's titties. But she doesn't know I'm looking. No, I'm just kidding.
Listen, our podcast is over.
That's it. This is the last episode.
Yeah, never doing it again.
Worst mistake of my life.
But listen, if you do want to listen, and we do end up doing this podcast again, then you can listen to us live at twitch.tv/GoGetUsPod. You give us a follow, and we will be live anytime between 0 and 2 times a week normally.
Yeah.
So go check us out. You can get a notification right whenever it goes live. Otherwise, you can catch the podcast. It'll come out on just various platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Those will come out on Wednesday at 5 a.m. Pacific. That way you can listen to it on your way to work. But if you're, for whatever reason, you want to pick the VOD on YouTube, you could do that. And it'll come out on the same day, but it'll come out a little bit later. It'll come out at noon Pacific time. But if you're like, man, you know what I hate? Hour and a half long YouTube video podcasts. Then we got shorts for you, baby. So get all up in those. You can find them at youtube.com/@GoGettasPodcast, and on our TikTok page and on Instagram. So go get them. Go
follow, subscribe. Print out our page and put it on your nearest pole.
Yeah, you won't.
You won't do it. I bet they won't. Here's what I want you to do. What we just said.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. No, I'm just kidding.
Damn.
Here's what I want you to do.
Okay.
I want you to get some chalk. I want you to draw a door on your wall, so that way you can go to the afterlife.
Okay.
Go meet your grandparents. Say hello. Just like that. Very awkward.
Hello.
Then come back and kill yourself and go there for real. I don't know. Go get them.
Damn! Don't do that. Hey, everybody, don't do that.
I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go to the afterlife, say hi to your grandparents, and be like, BRB, I'm going to come here for real now.
Hold on 1 minute.
And then they go, no, you're already a ghost. You're going to die for real. And then you die for real, and then you no longer exist. Go get them.
You go to double hell.
Yeah. Yeah, everything is like inverse Sword Art Online. So, yeah, like the real world, this is a dream. You die. The afterlife is a real place, and then when you die there, it's all yeah. You get it.
Well, like according to fucking Beetlejuice, like there's no rhyme or reason for the afterlife. Some people go to the great beyond, and some people just stay in this fucking purgatory. Like, what the hell? What's the afterlife? Why are the sandworms on the moon of Jupiter? Like,
they're native to Jupiter, okay? Like they open a portal in space. I don't know why.
Okay. Bye.
It's one of the many unexplained things that they just leave unexplained for. Maybe it's a trilogy. They're going to come Beetlejuice, and it's not even going to be a movie. It's just going to be a wiki page.
I'm going to find Tim Burton, and I'm going to throw him off a building.
Get over here, Timmy!
Then you can tell me what the afterlife is, and then I'll say, Tim Burton! You're going to fucking haunt me.
Bye.
Later.